Hi everyone out there, this is Black and Indigenous American, and this video is going to be in regards to organic, gluten-free type video. Now, typically my videos are about genealogy, race relations, just recently Christian topics, and so I decided, okay, I definitely am trying to live a healthier lifestyle. Um, I've been fasting for a long time, and I am technically now a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian since 2009. Um, so I don't eat meat. But anyway, this video is just to share what I've learned briefly over the years about food, water, things of that nature. The simpler things, right? Now, the bacon, eggs, and biscuits that our parents and ancestors ate are not the same type of bacon, eggs, and biscuits that most people consume today. Unfortunately, our soil is contaminated. Unfortunately, the chickens are fed hormonal type stuff. Um, just the food is pumped with pesticides and things of that nature. So when you're trying to eat right, when you're trying to consume fresh fruits and vegetables, excluding animals, but just fresh fruits and vegetables, it's an uphill battle. I mean, you hear a lot of things about organic this, gluten-free that, non-GMOs, things of that nature, but you really still need to read the labels if you're going to purchase packaged foods. Um, I've learned over the years that certain foods don't necessarily need to be bought organically. And I'll get into that in a few minutes. And also with our water, there's just so much yucky stuff in our water, in our tap water, where it's just so much chlorine and so much stuff added to it that it just, it really leaves your hair and skin not its best. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this video, and a few books that I've been reading over the years, but this one caught my attention about, I think I got this book back in maybe 2009 or 2010, I believe. Let's see. Eat This Not That, Supermarket Survival Guide. Yeah, I got this in 2009. One of my former coworkers introduced me to this book, and I have to admit, it has really helped me. It has shined a light on a lot of produce, a lot of things we buy in grocery stores. And to tell you the truth, majority of stuff in the grocery stores today, the average grocery store, is just junk. It's loaded with preservatives, additives, pesticides, uh, gluten. A lot of the produce, unfortunately, is genetically modified. And when I say genetically modified, that's when an apple that's been genetically modified cannot reproduce. The seeds will not reproduce, especially if those seeds are planted in foreign soil, meaning not in the same spot that that tree grew from. It was planted, um, let's just say, for the sake of this conversation, Kansas. But then you take the seed and you try to plant it in Georgia. It may not even grow. That's what they mean by genetically modified. Scientists created that apple, not necessarily nature. So yeah, I've been learning all kinds of stuff about it. A lot of that stuff is closely related, or the causes of a lot of these illnesses, specifically, children with hypertension, deficit disorder, allergies, um, diabetes, and of course the big C, cancer. So it's just so much that we are just consuming in our food and what we drink. You know, obviously the pollutants in the air, but this particular video is going to be in regards to what I've learned briefly about the foods. And when you're trying to eat right, I'm not saying you go out there and eat 3 cheeseburgers from McDonald's and a large fry and wash it down with a milkshake and then have grounds for complaining. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you're trying to eat right, when you're trying to eat fresh produce and you're trying to consume less dairy and things of that nature. So, one thing in this book that caught my attention was the glossary in the back. And the glossary in the back, food additives glossary. And it's just a few pages of chemicals and things that are added to the foods, mostly packaged foods, that we consume on a regular. Many of us, including myself, we tend to go to the middle aisles of the grocery store where a lot of the processed foods are located because they're convenient foods. Many of us work, we don't have the time to create healthier meals for our families. So a lot of us resort to packaged foods. So, in particular, you can see it right there. Aspartame, aspartame. Just so you know, I used to be addicted to chewing gum all the time. One piece of gum gets stale, I spit that out, put a fresh minty chewing gum in my mouth because I psychologically wanted to continue to chew. You know, just feel like I'm eating, but really not, right? Well, it was full of artificial sweetener. Now, this particular artificial sweetener, aspartame, it says a near zero calorie artificial sweetener made by combining 2 amino acids with methanol. Most commonly used in diet soda, aspartame is 180 times sweeter than sugar. Found in more than 6,000 grocery items, including diet sodas, yogurts, and tabletop sweeteners, NutraSweet and Equal. What do you need to know? Over the past 30 years, the FDA has received thousands of consumer complaints due mostly to neurological symptoms such as headaches, dizziness, memory loss, and in rare cases, epileptic seizures. Many studies have shown aspartame to be completely harmless, while others indicate that the additive might be responsible for a range of cancers. When I found out about that little ingredient, stop chewing gum. Now let me let you know, I had withdrawals, and I'm going to just keep it real. I definitely have withdrawals, and it's sad because I truly believe that a lot of these brands, a lot of these companies, they are putting stuff in our products, produce, or whatever. They're putting stuff in that item to get us hooked. And just simply chewing gum. I taste gum, natural gum, from a tree. And it's not all what it's cracked to be. It has the same consistency, but it's bland. And so they add all of this stuff, sweeteners and artificial stuff to make it taste good. But, yeah, I'm like, I gotta stop chewing gum. This was way back in, I think I stopped chewing gum like in 2004, I think, maybe 2005. But yeah, so another thing here, you might see BHA and BHT in the ingredients of whatever item you bought. It says petroleum-derived antioxidants used to preserve fats and oils. So this is a preservative found in beer, crackers, cereals, butter, and foods with added fats. What you need to know, of the two, BHA is considered the most dangerous, and BHA is in almost everything. I'm just gonna keep it real. They even put this stuff in hair. I want to say hair products or skin products. I do have this cuticle oil that I bought, and it's wonderful, right? I mean, it really smooths out your skin. However, the last ingredient is BHT, I believe, not BHA, it's BHT. So anyway, it says of the two, which is BHA and BHT, BHA is considered the most dangerous. Studies have shown it to cause cancer in the forestomachs of rats, mice, and hamsters. The Department of Health and Human Services classifies the preservative as reasonably anticipated to be a human carcinogen. Yeah, that's dangerous. So, yeah, so I really, really, really pay attention to the ingredients in a lot of these packaged foods and canned foods and jar foods and stuff like that. Another one that I see here that I see in a lot of stuff is carrageenan, a thickener, stabilizer, and emulsifier extracted from red seaweed. It's found in jellies and jams, ice cream, yogurt, and whipped toppings. What you need to know. In animal studies, carrageenan has been shown to cause ulcers, colon inflammation, and digestive cancers. While these results seem limited to degraded carrageenan, a class that has been treated with heat and chemicals, a University of Iowa study concluded that even undegraded carrageenan could become degraded in the human digestive system. See? This is annoying too because I found this it's kind of like a frozen yogurt pop. It's chocolate, dark chocolate. It's low fat and all that stuff, and it tastes awesome. And it's the Wegmans brand. Wegmans is a grocery store that I absolutely love, and their store brands are really good. So found it. I said, this tastes pretty good. Low fat, low sugar, low this, low that. And then look at the very bottom, and I see carrageenan as an ingredient. And that's why it's thick. That's why it sticks to the stick, because they added that item in there. Now, they do say that whatever item is at the very top, that has the most consistency in that product. So water, for instance, a lot of products that are water-based, water may be the first ingredient. So this carrageenan was at the very bottom, so it may not have that much in it, but still it's in there, right? Also, like food colorings. Food coloring I see a lot is yellow number 5 and yellow number 6. I see that a lot, especially in cereal. I mean, you look at some cereal boxes, it's like a laundry list of ingredients, right? It says the second and third most common food colorings, respectively, found in cereal, pudding, bread mix, beverages, chips, cookies, and condiments. What you need to know. Several studies have linked both dyes to learning and concentration disorders in children. I'm going to stop right there. Myself included as a child, but most people who are rushing and trying to get out to work, school, or whatever, they feed their kids cereal. They see it on the TV, cartoons, you know, the commercials between the cartoons, segments and stuff. So, you know, Lucky Charms and great and all of this stuff. And it's like, that's why a lot of children can't even focus and concentrate in school when they get there. They are bouncing off the wall. And where they end up? They end up in the principal's office. They end up having to stand up against the brick wall during recess because they couldn't stay still during class. And not saying all children are going to behave properly if they don't eat cereal, but I'm just saying Why is it that there's more food allergies with children? Why is it that more children are being diagnosed with ADHD and ADD? Why is that? Why is that? So, yeah, concentration problems. Also says, and there are piles of animal studies demonstrating potential risks such as kidney and intestinal tumors. One study found that mice fed high doses of sunset yellow had trouble swimming straight and righting themselves in water. The FDA does not view these as serious risks to humans. Yeah, but if you can't focus and concentrate, you're going to fail. When you fail, you can't get into the right school you want to go to, or you can't even get the scholarships to help pay for it, right? It is a domino effect. So anyway, this book is awesome. This book is definitely awesome. Just going to flip through it a little bit so you can see. Let's see. One side says eat this, the other side says not that. And it's just awesome. And the thing is, not one brand is, you know, like major brands. It's not one brand that gets green checks all the way across. You know, sometimes their brand may have this in it, and then the other same brand but a different version of it may have this in it. And so, you know, you just don't want to just focus on one brand. You still want to read the labels. You don't want to just pick up, oh, I'll just pick up this brand, you know, and throw it in the basket. Oh, this is new. This is a new line of this brand. Oh, this looks good. I'll try it because, you know, I trust so-and-so brand. No, you need to read the labels regardless, because it's just a lot of junk out there. One thing I touched on as far as produce that I've learned over the years, everything is not organic. If it says organic, this is a PR thing that's going on. You got organic on the front of the box. Organic, gluten-free, non-GMO, you know, no additives, you know, no added sugar and all this stuff. And then you flip over the back and you're seeing a whole lot of other stuff that apparently don't line up. It's a marketing tool. And if we don't take the time to understand what we're consuming, convenience will kill us. Conveniences, specifically food and drink, will kill us. And I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it. And I want to make sure that I understand that an apple is not the apple that our parents grew up on. And it's sad that we have to worry about eating an apple. It's just sad. It really is. It's sad that we have to really pay attention to our produce. Unless we live somewhere out on a farm with our own piece of land, and we grow our own produce, we raise our own livestock, we slaughter them, butcher them or whatever, and consume our own, then you just can't really trust just any regular old apple. And it's sad. It really is sad that we have to go into a supermarket prepared. We have to actually have a guide similar to this to help us shop better. Again, everything that says organic is not necessarily organic, okay? Also, when you're dealing with fruits, not all fruits is organic worthy. Now, again, back to the apple, yes, you want to buy organic, preferably locally grown, okay, produce, when you can, when it's in season. Because with the apple in particular, the skin of it is what we also need to consume. And that skin is being sprayed with pesticides and other crap, right? And so even though you wash it or whatever you want to call yourself doing with it, soaking it in vinegar, the pesticides and things of that nature, like the poison within the soil is already in the apple. If that soil is not right, if that soil is not full of nutrition and all of that stuff, then the apple is just meaningless. It's worthless and it's full of poison. However, a fruit, for instance, bananas. You do not have to buy organic bananas. You just don't, because the skin is so thick, and then you will peel off the skin. Now, if you consume the peel, and I don't know many people that actually consume the banana peel, but if you do, then yeah, that's different. But if you're just eating the inside of the banana peel, which is the banana, then that's one fruit that you do not need to waste your money buying organically, okay? This was the page it was on. So the very bottom in red is what you really don't need to worry about organically. You have those blueberries, then the bananas and pineapples, and then the ones at the top you want to go ahead and buy organically. Also, I picked up a cucumber today, and it said organic. I'm like, okay, whatever. But it's being shipped from Mexico. Now, we're in a season right now where a lot of produce is not in season, so, you know, unfortunately you can't buy it locally because it's not in season, so you have to buy it from California, Mexico, or whatever. But I would say when things are in season, please support your local farmers and please buy locally, okay? Another thing is this book. I've mentioned this before. Native Harvest, American Indian Wild Foods and Recipes. I didn't read this entire book. However, in case there is a disaster, and you know there's always a possibility, I want to be able to distinguish between a poisonous mushroom and an edible mushroom. I want to be able to distinguish between, you know, different herbs and things of that nature that can help heal, that you can steep and put in the tea, that can help get rid of, you know, the flu or bad cough or something like that. So I'm not going to overlook this book at all. I'm definitely not going to overlook this book at all, but I haven't read through it quite yet, but this is something that I really want to tackle because, again, things go south and we all on our own. And the way the economy is going and the government and all that, yeah. So I want to be able to survive from the earth. I want to be able to survive. I want to be able to know which foods and vegetables and herbs that I can consume without killing myself, right? Oh, now to talk about water. Our tap water, depending on your location, but the tap water or the well water, for the most part, is contaminated. A lot of this food, and you know, we cook with this water. Apparently, when you boil the water, it's okay, it's safe to drink or whatever, but I don't trust the water. And I remember not too long ago, I was like, okay, I'm washing my hair. What am I doing wrong? I've had a lot of issues with my hair over the years and, you know, trying to do everything I can. So I've done everything that I could possibly do, humanly possible. I've done all my research, eating better, drinking plenty of water, exercise, taking multivitamins, all of that stuff. And I'm like, okay, what's going on with my hair? Why is my hair feeling like a brittle pad? And then I just stumbled across a YouTube clip of this girl who was raving about this particular shower head. It's a water softener. But then I went and I was like, okay, whatever, let me see what else is out there. And most of these water softeners, you know, shower heads were expensive. They were well over $100. They were between $100 and $250. And I was like, I'm not spending that kind of money for a shower head. Yeah, it may work, but it has to be something out there more affordable. And then I stumbled across this gift from God. Oh my goodness, people. This is heaven sent right here. This bad boy costs between $30 and $40 total. I got it off of eBay. This product is actually produced in the UK. There is I guess a warehouse or whatever somewhere out in Nevada that actually has these shower heads, these water softeners. So you don't have to necessarily order it out of the country. You can just order it from Nevada, I believe that's what it was. So it just makes shipping and handling much easier and stuff like that. Anyway, this bad boy is off the chain. I'm telling you, when I first used this shower head, this water softener, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My skin felt like a baby's booty, okay? My hair was like, yes, finally! Because a lot of this tap water, it has a lot of chlorine in it. And anybody knows anything about swimming, even though that's more chlorine, but you know the feel in your hair is, you know, the texture, how it changes if you don't properly take care of your hair after swimming in a pool. Yeah, my hair was kind of sort of feeling like that, and I'm like, okay, what am I doing wrong? Well, I did all of the above I mentioned before, but this was the last element that was missing. And when I finally came across that YouTube clip of this girl, she was raving about it, I got it. So again, I got this between $30 and $40. What I want to do is buy about 3 or 4 of these bad boys just in case they don't ever sell it again, because it is so affordable and it's just off the chain. So let me see. The germanium shower head. Shower head, smooth skin and hair effectively. It says elegance is fully revealed in a simple style, matching just like a waft of fragrance floating in the air. It has geranium, medical stone, bacteriostatic activated, and anion activated. It says the discomfort of the body is caused by too many positive electrons in the physiological current of the human body, which result in the disorder of the physiological current. The geranium can release negative electrons to neutralize the positive electrons once the temperature is above 32 Celsius. Thus, it is the best choice in balancing the positive and negative electrons in the human body. Yeah, that sounds kind of scientific or whatever, but I'm going to just keep it real. This shower head produces water that makes your skin feel like you just put lotion on, like literally. They have 8 functions: spray, suction of massage, pulsating massage small spray, pulsating massage shower spray, small spray, shower spray, timing, and suction of massage. And all I got to say is, ladies and gentlemen, this was heaven sent. Heaven sent. I love it. It was affordable, and this water softener cleans the water as well. So it's awesome. It's a shower. It's a shower filter, and it's a water softener. Just so you know. Okay, one other thing before I get off this topic of organic, healthy eating and clean water. I love to drink water. That's one thing I have to admit that I love to do, and it never was an issue for me all of these years that I can remember. I love drinking water over anything else. That's just me. That's one thing I'm grateful that I don't have an issue with. I love consuming water. But when your water starts smelling a little funny, then subconsciously you don't want to drink it. Like, ugh, I don't want to drink all this water. Well, I discovered, I think 2 years ago, this water filter called ZeroWater. And I started out with I started out with this picture here, right here on the end, and just recently I got this one. It has a little indicator, you probably see it right there, that it can test the water to see how many chemicals are in it, and tap water is well over 200 points. ZeroWater is that. Like, it will clean everything out of your water. A lot of times they add chlorine and they add minerals and stuff like that to our water, and fluoride, which I've learned fluoride actually, it actually helps you gain weight. Fluoride, believe it or not, it really affects your weight loss. So just so you know, fluoride. So anyway, ZeroWater is just that. It will clean all that crap out, and they suggest that you change the filter whenever the points go up to number 6. But it should be under 6, your drinking water. So yeah, ZeroWater. They sell it at Target. Now they start selling it at Walmart. They sell it at Wegmans. And I'm not sure where else they sell it at. But as long as I got my Wegmans and my Walmart, I'm good. Good to go. So yeah, I love this filter. I actually took like regular bottled water, which I believe is tap water, bottled. For instance, Deer Park. I put Deer Park in a glass, and I used the ZeroWater indicator that I just showed you, and it was like almost 100 points, because you know those bottled waters, they'll add minerals and stuff for taste or whatever. Some people want a little taste to their water, but nope, ZeroWater takes all that crap out, just all of it. So I suggest ZeroWater. ZeroWater right now, it can run you about, for the filter and also the pitcher, this pitcher right here, can run you close to 30 bucks. The filter itself costs about $25. Well, 2 of them can cost about $35. I bought, you know, filter, and I have coupons, manufacturer coupons. They could kind of offset the price, but it's well worth it, people. I mean, it's well worth it. But yeah, so again, that's just a brief introduction to maybe some of the videos I may start recording about, not necessarily weight loss, because that comes with the territory, but just knowing what we're eating, being observant, reading the labels, and preparing our food properly. Oh, I went to this vegetarian festival maybe a couple of months ago, but when I went, there was a lot of vegans there. These are people who don't eat any animal products, just plant-based, period. Like no cheese, no milk, no butter, no eggs. And so currently I eat very little dairy. So when I say very little, like I have less than a cup of 2% milk, organic, a day. I have about a teaspoon of Parmesan cheese a day. And then I have 2 eggs once a week. That's it. So, and I guess maybe there's some bread, there's some dairy in my bread, I think. I'm not sure. But anyway, I am weaning myself off of dairy. But when I went to this vegetarian festival, I really felt like, wait a minute, I'm kind of, sort of, almost not really consuming a lot of dairy anyway. I could probably do it. I love nuts and seeds. I love almonds, okay? And I know there's almond milk and things of that nature, so I may become a vegan one of these days. I'll try it out, see if it works. But anyway, thanks for listening. God bless. Be blessed. Love yourself and love others. Bye-bye.